We're here at the Children's Museum of Oro Valley at Tohono Chul Gardens. And today we're going to talk about this lovely tree that I'm standing under, the Netleaf hackberry, Celtis reticulata. This tree is typically found in riparian areas, basically canyons or washes, from about 2,000 to 6,000 feet across the Southwest and as far north as eastern Oregon. What I really love about this tree is that despite it being from wetter parts of the Southwest, places that get about 18 inches of rain or have seasonal water through them, it's really quite drought tolerant and will perform really well for us here in Tucson. I've seen these trees growing out of cracks and sidewalks, and they're really ideal for folks that are using water harvesting basins or swales to capture street or roof runoff, or using gray water from their houses. And if you're into attracting wildlife into your yard, there are few plants that will do better for you. There are dozens of species of birds that are known to associate with this tree as a nesting habitat or a food source. This tree produces orange berries with sort of a cantaloupe flavor, and the berries persist on the tree often well into the winter time, providing a really valuable food source for birds like cardinals, wrens, thrashers, and phainopeplas. It's also a really great tree for butterfly caterpillars. So there are several species that will eat the leaves of this tree without doing any significant damage. The leaves have sort of a sandpapery texture, and they have really distinctive veins as well. But one of the things that I think is really neat about these leaves is that they are a host for a number of species of gall-forming flies. So these flies have no real negative impact on the tree, but these insects are going to provide an additional food source aside from the berries for all of those birds that you're going to attract to your yard with this tree. This tree is deciduous, so it will drop all of its leaves in the wintertime. However, it has this really interesting and distinctive steely gray bark that develops a knobby, interesting texture that gives it visual interest year-round, even when it doesn't have leaves on it. One of the other great qualities of the hackberry is that it lacks thorns. So it makes an ideal street tree. It can be pruned up to the 7-foot canopy height that the city of Tucson likes for street trees, so that folks can pass under it without having to stoop, and without thorns, they aren't going to be catching themselves on it. I have this tree planted on the south side of my house, where it can provide shade in the summer, and when it drops its leaves, it allows more light in the winter time. So it's a great tree for passive heating or cooling in our arid climate with those extremes of heat and cold. Fortunately, people are becoming much more aware of the incredible diversity of native landscaping plants here in southern Arizona. And so this tree used to be fairly uncommon, difficult to find in nurseries, but it's increasingly available for homeowners, landscapers, and public works projects. And over the next few years, you'll start seeing a lot more of these trees around Tucson, creating the type of shade that's going to help mitigate the urban heat island effect that can make Tucson a pretty difficult place to be in the summertime. All around, this is one of the best powerhouse wildlife trees for Arizona yards.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thanks so much for watching this story from our show. And for more local stories from Arizona Illustrated, just click right here.